Feel free, and I just wanna be me. Yeah, I just wanna go so crazy. I just wanna be a freak. Yeah, I just wanna rise to the top. Yeah, I just wanna go reach the peak. So I've been really well focused on success. Hey, y'all will see. Yeah, you won't see that I will get it. Cause I'm really focused, man. I make it with the rap and I just follow my path. I just follow my passion. To me, this is what's precious. Yeah, in my soul, man, I can feel it. So every single verse, man, I just gotta go and kill it, man. I gotta be the kid. I could be the guy taking you wild. I could be the villain. What good is a kid? Lately, I'm painting my path on my way. Yeah, I got no time that I can waste. So I've been sitting in the space. Yeah, making rest every day, man. You know that I go insane. Yeah, I hit you with a bullet to the brain. Let us stop first, cause we going, you going insane. You don't know what I'm gonna do. You don't know what is next. And I'm loving the fact.
Hey there, friends. What is going on? It's Kodiak here, and welcome to Legacy After Dark. It is Sunday. It has been a few streams since I've been with you, and I apologize for that, but, you know, I got my Biomutant hat on. I am rocking the Biomutant. I am ready for the game. Man, I'll tell you guys, I apologize for my hair. My hair looks a little crazy. My sister actually cut my hair today, so I got like this little weird thing sticking out of the front of it, but we're just going to have to deal with it tonight. We're going to have to deal with it, guys. All right? Everybody needs to calm down. We're just going to have to deal with it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going a little cuckoo bananas. I am, man, 2 weeks with Biomutant. Plenty of playtime. Just super excited to share all of the content that we have for you guys. Livid just did a count. 12 videos produced, edited, made, ready to go. And that is, you know, huge thanks to Stefan and the Experiment 101 team for hooking us up early. THQ has been awesome. It's the first time we've ever gotten to work with them as publishers, and it was really cool. It was really cool, and, you know, it's weird. We talk about this on the stream occasionally, you know, the idea of getting a little bit bigger, a little bit more well-known within just the video game community, and then I can come back and hang out with you guys, and it's a stream of like 50 people, and I'm pumped because it still feels so personal, so intimate, whatever. But yeah, I am just super excited to share all the content that we have with you guys. Tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m. is going to be the Worth Your Time video review. Then we've got 2 videos breaking down the entire crafting system. and the entire progression system within the game. So the various kind of more of the info stuff. We didn't want to reveal the gameplay stuff until people were actually playing the game. The rest of it, I said we got 12 already banked and uploaded. The rest of them are gameplay things. How to upgrade this, how to find that. Like the big things. Of course, you know, we have our Wish I Knew Sooner series, which we're hoping is, you know, a big win for us. So it's just exciting. You know, we covered Assassin's Creed. We were begging and hoping we would get early access to that one. And, you know, we got the opportunity to do for early access for this one. And we ran with it. And, you know, we're still streaming Assassin's Creed. It is what it is. It's fun. It's fine. Whatever. But you know, we're going to focus on the opportunities that are ahead of us. So we're really excited. Livid may or may not be streaming once the embargo goes up at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. I will probably be streaming tomorrow night. Legacy After Dark on a Monday, most likely. And then probably again on Tuesday. We will have to play it by ear. It really depends. You know, the good thing about the game is because we've had so much time with it, we're really ahead of the ball in terms of like what kind of content we want to produce. So I may take the next couple of days to work on some like longer form things, some bigger things for the channel. But for now, it's just kind of, we put in a lot of work, a lot of hard work, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. But anyways, I hope you're all doing well. I see a few of you guys in the chat here. Tom, Gregory, Sully So Savage, Edward Heller. I think it's Zeopix. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it with the X in there. Click, of course, good to see you as well. Chad, good to have you here. I'm doing well. WAF, so your accuracy is getting worse. You missed a bunch of streams lately. Oh, dude, you are brutal. You are brutal. And for anybody, you know, one of the things that we're talking about for Biomutant, and I'll share this very quickly before I get taken down, is, you know, we're talking about our playtime. One of the big things that we're talking about is, you know, we have 120 hours combined in the game. So if y'all don't believe me, hold on, game lobby. If y'all don't believe me, 64.2 hours for me. Livid's got another 60 something. So we do truly stick to our word. When we say we have you know, X amount of hours in a game, we've got X amount of hours in a game. There's no reason for us to lie. That would just be stupid of us. Oh my gosh. I'm dying. Sorry. That was not good. Yeah, good. I'm still dying. Oh no. I tell you guys, this is gonna be an interesting stream. I'm in a rare form. I've been editing for a few days straight. I'm just you know. So honestly, I don't want to tell anybody to pre-order, not pre-order. I don't do that. I don't push people to pre-order. I don't push people not to pre-order. The worth your time this round for Biomutant is designed to hopefully teach you and show you everything that you need to know about the game. And it starts with kind of that 30,000 foot view, which is what we always do. And then we dive into, you know, where are the cracks in the armor? Are there any cracks in the armor? And I'm not going to spoil anything because, again, we put a lot of hard work into these videos and all the content. So, you know, I think people are going to... I guess my snapshot is this. I will give you one hot take, and then we're gonna move on. I did say we're gonna talk about Biomutant tonight, but you got to understand there is some stuff I just can't talk about. So my hot take is this on Biomutant. After 64 hours in the game, there are going to be a lot of people that love it, and there are going to be some people that hate it. And I think that's just the truth about the duality of the game. Hot take over. That's it. Richard, yeah, I mean, quality should be good here, man. Nothing has changed on my end. I'm streaming at the normal settings, so everything should be good. Yeah, in terms of you know what, honestly, Richard or Edward, sorry, I see you talking about the PS4 here. So I think it's fine. Look, the frame rate is the biggest thing, right? You need that 60 FPS, even if it's upscaled at 1080p. That's not a big deal. It really isn't. We're not talking about, you know, blow your pants off. Blow your pants off? Yeah, blow your socks off graphics. So I think you'll be all right. What in God's name is this set? The modern day pack? This is how out of touch I am with Ubisoft right now. Oh, you can get a bayonet sword. What? Oh, that's kind of cool. The bird is freaking out. Interesting. Okay, well, that's all interesting stuff. Who's gonna hate on Biomutant? I don't want to say too much right now. I am very clear. I'm clear in my worth your time video. Hamid, I apologize if I got your name wrong. Yes, 100%. You can let your son play Biomutant. There is no blood. There's no guts. There's no gore. You are totally fine. 100%. I would not worry about that at all. Corey, thanks for stopping by as always, man. Good to chat with you. Yeah. I see you, Will. I see you with that comment. Yeah, we're not blowing anybody's pants off tonight. But I will try and answer any of your questions that don't break the embargo. So if it's anything people have seen before, and I can probably talk about a few things because a lot of people have already streamed the game. So yeah. Reese, last thing, I'll ask reference Biomutant. Rough ballpark for Metacritic score. Man, it's really tough, man, because I'll tell you, like, I'm a pretty hardcore gamer, and like I've realized that after, you know, starting this channel. I'm a pretty hardcore gamer, and so from my perspective, I see a lot more of the cracks than I think sometimes the casual gaming community sees. So again, I think it's going to be this weird duality of a lot of people loving it and a lot of people hating it. From the journalist perspective, like the game journalist, I'm going to say, and this is an estimate, right? Because I obviously don't know the answer to that. I'm going to say a 7, somewhere in the range of 6 to 8 is going to be my guess. Yes, more people will love it than hate it, but I think even the people that love it will admit it has some flaws. Oh, man, thank you for the 5 spot here. Man, that's an awesome name. Is it Christian? Man, I hope I pronounced that right. I really apologize if I didn't, but thank you so much for the 5er, man. Appreciate the love on this, you know, Assassin's Creed content. We wish we could have been back in Assassin's Creed mode, mainly because it's been a lot of fun for us to cover. It's just been rough with having multiple games. It's been tough. Let's just put it that way. I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. Yeah, Ryan, I do tend to agree with you. But again, I don't want to dive into it too much because I'm kind of limited about what I can say, right? But I do think again, I think it's going to be this weird duality. We see that a lot nowadays in the gaming world. Like, there are a lot of people that love these games for X, Y, and Z reasons, and there are a lot of people that hate them for X, Y, and Z reasons. Wow, I am just getting absolutely trucked right now. Okay, we gotta hold on, guys, hold on. This guy over here is just throwing craziness at me. This with the fire. What is happening here? I need focus of Nornir real quick. I gotta just take it. I gotta thin the herd here. This is absolutely insane right now. Oh, there is no in-game sound. My bad. Give me a second. I will put the sound on. Sorry. Let me thin the herd. I gotta thin the herd here. This is just nutso. I say I'm a hardcore gamer as I'm getting my absolute shit rocked, right? Hardcore gamer, my ass. I'm a Garbo gamer. There we go. Okay. Interesting. Guys, thank you so much for popping in tonight. Carl, I see you. Mr. Meme, I see you. Tom, do you think it's going to be just as good as the PS5 like PS4? I think it'll be fine. I think performance-wise, it'll be fine. Was there some weirdness with them releasing the next-gen stuff or the current-gen stuff a little late? Yeah, sure. You can make that argument for sure. One snag I saw with the different videos is the feedback during combat. Yes, there are some sound effect things, and I feel like I can talk about this because a lot of people have streamed it. There are some sound effect things that I don't like. You know what I mean? There's just some things that have not been great about it. And again, I think when you really boil it down, what I hope people take away from every review, whether it's our review or somebody else's review, is that the team that made this game... Oh, this is a raid point? Where the hell am I? The team that made this game is a team of 20. And no matter your thoughts on the game at the end of the day, that is something that you have to keep in the back of your mind. And there has to be a perspective there because you're talking about a small team. You know what I mean? You're talking about a team that's so much smaller than the Red Dead team, than the Assassin's Creed team, than the you know, any open world game, the Legend of Zelda team. So that has to be a factor when you talk about a game from an analytical standpoint. And granted, any sort of analytical standpoint for a video game is going to be subjective, right? It's going to be. My thoughts on a game are subjective. And for 20 people, you're absolutely right. It looks incredible. What they've accomplished for 20 people is incredible. And I will say to you guys, because I know, you know, you guys are here to support us, and I love that. There's no money being exchanged here. THQ didn't pay me. Experiment 101 didn't pay me. Didn't pay Livid. You know, these are our genuine thoughts about a game. And even if they did throw us any money, which they didn't, we would still have the same thoughts. And we try and be more thoughtful about the content that we make than, as you know, the other YouTubers that are out there that will just shit on something for the sake of shitting on it. Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. Absolutely. Ryan, it sounds like you've either played the game already or you have seen a friend play it or something, because you seem to have a little bit more insight than some of the other people in the stream right now. I am a PC gamer all the way. I am using a controller to play Assassin's Creed, but that's it. I'm actually going to pop this up. This is what we've been doing for these streams here. So what I'll say, Rich, about the game, and this is one of those things. This is kind of one of the... What did I just grab? Oh, an opal. This is one of those things, how you know you like a game. It grew on me a lot. Like, a lot. And I was about 15 hours in, and I'm like, I'm not sure I like this game. I'm not sure this game is for me. And then I got a little bit further in. And I was like, oh, man, okay, I do kind of really like this game. And that's kind of where I landed. I landed in this game that I actually really enjoy, thinking about it from all of the different angles, knowing that it's not a AAA game, knowing that it's by a team of 20 people, and still, you know, and looking through some of the flaws, absolutely, but still really enjoying it. 100%. Yeah, and honestly, I think they played it really well, the THQ team. There's been some confusion, like, in the last couple of days leading up to launch about who can stream, who can't stream. They did it in, like, tiers, right? So you had, like, Co and Fextra Life. They got to play the game and stream it and make content for it. Like, the rest of us that have had early access can't make... Like, we can make content for it, but we can't release it. So it's a unique experience in that way, but leading up to launch, I think they did a pretty good job. They had a lot of trailers kind of continuing the hype. A lot of people were tweeting it out, talking about the game. I think that works really well. Instead of like a long, drawn-out, like 4 or 5 month experience, it was a little bit more limited, and I personally like that. Carl, have I ever played D&D? You know what? I have not ever played D&D in my life, and I'm pretty sad about that, to be honest with you, because I grew up not having a lot of, like, not that I didn't have a lot of friends, but, like, I didn't have a lot of nerdy friends. Like, my friends were all, like, sport people or, you know, like, music people, and so the nerd thing was a little, like, it was just lost on us, to be honest with you. So I never got to play D&D. You know, had a couple LAN parties, but they were always with, like, older, like, my cousin's friends who were all older. So, you know, I got the gaming experience, but not the true nerd gaming experience. Yeah, I can't believe they got Conan too. Like, that was really cool. Conan's one of those things, like, he's gonna shit on a game, right? And he's bad at games. So you have to kind of understand that and appreciate that for what it is. 100%. Was I supposed to do something here? Doesn't actually look like there's a fast travel point there, so we're gonna just ignore that. We're gonna go grab this fast travel point here. Yeah, a lot of people with their pre-orders. You know, look, again, I never push people to pre-order or not pre-order. At the end of the day, if you're excited about a developer trying something new, not being Ubisoft or Bethesda or Microsoft, I mean, it's a brand new team, first game they've put out. If you watch the interview with Stefan, he actually said half of the people that made the game have never released a title. So, like, if my money goes towards developers that are trying to do something different, that aren't part of the mainstream, you know, we complain about games being the same, right? We complain about the next Assassin's Creed, the next Halo, the next whatever, and then you get a developer that's trying something new. Of course I'm not going to shit all over them. I want them to succeed. I want more developers to push the envelope of their games, right? Because that across the board makes video games better. It makes the video game community better. It makes video games better. Of course that's what I want. It's just, this is a funny comparison. You guys are going to laugh at me. Like, I'm a wrestling nerd too. Like, that's my guilty pleasure TV. I don't watch a lot of TV, but when I do, it's wrestling. And that's one of my things with wrestling too. It's like AEW, Impact, they're all kind of building themselves up. Like, the more wrestling, the better. It makes everything better. And it's the same with games. The more new developers, the more new stuff out there, the better the gaming world gets. Berto, there is no Biomutant co-op. There will never be any Biomutant co-op. I keep seeing that around the internet, and we should really put a pin in it. Like, this is truly a single-player game that people can play offline, no live service, no stores, no nothing. They don't even have a plan right now for post-launch content. They don't, and I think that's perfect. They went out with an idea. Again, 20 people. 20 people. Yeah, nothing. No co-op at all. And I don't think it needs co-op. It really doesn't. It really, really doesn't. What am I expecting from E3? I'm actually expecting a lot from E3. I think E3, Summer Games Fest, I think they're going to be really popular this year, mainly because last year was rough, right? There wasn't a lot going on last year. And yes, it's not live this year, or it's not in person. But I honestly feel like because last year was so lackluster, developers have figured out the work from home thing. And yeah, no, I am expecting some pretty big things. What particularly, like everybody, it's so weird. Everybody, I listen to like Game Scoop occasionally, and like those guys are great, don't get me wrong, but like they're kind of a one-trick pony. They talk about the same types of games, the same thing all the time. They're old school guys. They like their old games. They like their franchises that they like, and that's that. Like E3 for me, I want to see those really big titles that nobody's heard about before. You know, I don't want to. I'm sure the next Legend of Zelda, if that's what you want to see, that's awesome. But like, I want to see something different. They've had time. Let's go. You know what I mean? I want to see Hollow Knight. I want to see the new Hollow Knight. I want to see Hytale, obviously. You know, I want to learn more about Starfield. Absolutely. Christian, I am so sorry, man. I'm going to actually scroll back up right now to look. You asked, do you think the Siege of Paris DLC will be bigger than Druids? Absolutely, man. It absolutely will. Siege of Paris, so the theory right now is that Siege of Paris is going to be the penultimate DLC now. There's word that there's going to be a third DLC that has to do with Ragnarok or something like that. So I do think Siege of Paris will be very big. Wrath of the Druids, I think, surprised a lot of people. It doesn't really surprise me that it's not super big, but apparently it surprised a lot of people that it wasn't as big as they thought it was going to be. What? Okay. Oh, he's a werewolf. Interesting. I guess that's how they turn to werewolves, huh? You're welcome, man. I'm sorry I didn't answer your question. This is always my problem when my brain gets going. Oh, I can throw the giant boulder back. Oh, it didn't do anything. What the hell? Oh, I cannot parry that. Oh, boulder, 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 boulder. Throw it. Give me the boulder. Get hit with the boulder. That's actually the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Oh, God. Oh, God. There's 3 hits there. I don't understand. Why does he look like... why does he got the thingy thing going on right now? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. This is brutal, man. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Let me hold the questions for a hot minute. Let me get through all this nonsense. There we go. I also can't tell what I can parry and what I can't parry. That's part of the problem here. Because everything kind of like glowing a different color. I'm literally in those zones where everything's like hazy. I honest to God can't see anything. Oh my gosh. Questions. Who's got questions? Forza 5? Maybe Forza 5. I don't play Forza. I don't know much about Forza. I think Microsoft is going to have an absolutely massive presence at E3 this year. You got to understand, like, Microsoft has just been making plays left and right? They purchased ZeniMax. That is a huge get. That's so many studios. I just think they're going to be all over the place. And I think we're not going to stop hearing about Microsoft for quite some time. And I think they're going to... honestly, I think they're going to win this round of the wars. And maybe a permanent thing. No, I know, Will. I know what I can do. I just can't tell the difference in this zone. The haziness always screws with me.
Not good.
What do we got right now? Looking for some stuff. Yeah, Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6. I don't know if we're going to see two things from Bethesda. I think, if anything, we're going to see more Fallout 76, which I think people will hate. And then I think we will see Starfield. There's been too many leaks about Starfield to not see Starfield this coming up at E3. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we'll have 3 Biomutant videos tomorrow starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the first one will go live. And then, you know, we'll drop them a couple hours after that, And then, yeah, starting on launch day, we'll have the big stuff for you guys. All the big stuff. Yeah, I don't know how close they are to releasing Starfield, honestly. I don't follow that game super close. We will once the game becomes a little bit more real. I'm not a huge space guy. Livid's a huge space guy. Livid loves space anything. Me, on the other hand, I'm a little less space-driven, which is why I wasn't, like, super excited about Mass Effect. Like, Mass Effect is fine, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, it definitely was not something that I was like, I gotta play the new Mass Effect, you know what I mean? Alright, now that I did that, that was brutal. Let's actually go do the quest here. We don't know. We have no idea what Starfield is. It's a game that Bethesda's working on. We assume it's some sort of open-world game. So yeah, we'll definitely see. Oh, those are bad guys. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think a lot of people... you know, I'm excited to look at the Steam charts on launch day. I'm hoping to see Biomutant up there. I think it will. Let's make a bet right now. And we'll meet on Tuesday night and we'll talk about it. What are your bets for like max concurrent players on Steam on launch day for Biomutant? Give me a number. If I log on Steam DB charts and the game is popping off, what do you think the number is going to be? I'm going to guess. I'll start it off. I'm going to guess. Outriders was 125K. The looter shooter genre is hard, though. Looter shooter genre is very popular. Open world genre, it's a little bit trickier. It's a bit trickier. Yeah, Ryan, I think you're probably right. I would push a little bit higher. Probably, I would say probably 40 to 50K would be my guess. And if it's over that, I would be pleasantly surprised and happy.
If they see me, this will get messy. This is
200K? I don't think 200K, but you never know. You never know. Just a warning, there is a video on YouTube of one of the endings of Biomutant. I hope it gets pulled down, because that's bullshit.
What do you see?
Yeah, we have no, as always, you know, our Worth Your Time video has no spoilers. Yeah, it's going to be way bigger on console. You are 100% right. I don't disagree with you, even in the slightest. I think the $60 price tag is definitely going to be an issue for some people. I really do. PC gamers are picky? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's kind of picky. I don't think there's like one particular reason, like platform that's less picky than the other, to be honest with you. I think PC players are picky. I think console players are picky. I think everybody likes to complain. You know what I mean?
Hey, what?
Thanks for the key, buddy. Yeah, it would be cool, PL, but honestly, we're not talking about that kind of developer. PC gamers are molders and cheaters. You mean modders, I assume? I mean, I don't equate modding to cheating, but okay. Whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever makes you happy. Wow, really? I thought I grabbed that key, but I guess that body didn't have the key on it. I'm very confused. Oh, it was on the ledge there. My bad. I think modders have helped games more than they've hurt games, that's for sure. Yeah, you know, I wish I had gotten into Ghost of Tsushima, but I just didn't. I don't. Wait, was that ever on PC? I don't even know if that was ever on PC. Most esteemed sir, I've been helpful to you in the past. I have, and I believe this gossip I heard might be helpful too. Some villagers who pray at the old effigy have heard strange cries echoing up from they don't know where. I think it's from the cavern that runs beneath the village, the one you had me deliver Pete's to. I just thought you ought to know afore people get curious the way they do. I ask no silver, although I am most needful.
Beneath the village. That is odd.
Yeah, no, I personally have no problem with $60, especially, like I said, it's a developer that I want to support. Doesn't change the fact that I think a lot of people do have a problem with $60. And that has way more to do with other socioeconomic things than gameplay things. But yeah. Tom, we'll be posting it right here on YouTube, on our YouTube channel at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when the embargo lifts for us here on the East Coast. And that is when the game will go live. They could be charging more. And I think we've seen that with the next gen. They have been charging more. I think what it ends up doing though is it gives, if next gen games go to $70, that gives a huge opportunity for indie devs and stuff to make content that's not super expensive. $30, $40. I still think that's a sweet spot for games. I really do. That is just my personal opinion.
Interesting.
Is there a key over here somewhere? I thought I saw a key, but I guess not. Okay. No, it's not. Yeah, the thing with Biomutant is that, like, when you pay $60, it equates to, you know, a Red Dead Redemption style game, right? Oh, those are traps. My God, I didn't even notice that. Oh, those are traps too. Oh my God, everything's a trap. Yeah, when you pay $60, $70, you're expecting something like Red Dead Redemption. Oh God, I can't stand on that at all, apparently. Oh, there's a big old bear. Big old bear. Where's his weak spot? So, yeah, sorry. What I was getting at is when you get to a game like Biomutant and you pay that amount of money for it, you expect Red Dead Redemption. You expect Assassin's Creed. And, again, it's not a AAA developer. So, it's just a bit different. Just a bit different.
Must have been.
Sorry, I got distracted there by the giant bear, the traps, a brain.
Rest well, stranger. We should not be seen in
You will, if you're planning on playing Biomutant, you will get
feel stronger
that
already.
and then some. Definitely. 100%.
The other side must be barred. What is the meaning of all this?
This is some crazy shit. What is happening here? Really don't like that I'm not able to... Oh, I can one-shot that guy. Check the body. Check the body. Everybody check the bodies. Check the body. You're good. Check the body. So honestly, I play very fast through games, especially when I'm making content for them. But I did watch every cutscene, you know, all the dialogue. I didn't rush through it. I got through it in about 15 hours. Oh, dude, Carl, I appreciate that, man. I honestly, it's all right now in my life. It's about time. I unfortunately don't have time to join a D&D group. I would love to, man, but like with the channel, with work, it's just crazy this year. I really appreciate it, though.
You're not one of them.
One of who?
The Danu. Not like any druids I've ever seen before.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with Ryan there. 15 hours, I think, is a good number for the main quest. I got through everything in 60 hours for the most part. And then, you know, you have New Game Plus. That's without doing any New Game Plus.
You understand? First a hand, then a leg.
You should run while you're intact. But first, what is the cursed planning to do?
Ryan, I can't remember if you responded to this. I probably missed it. Did you have you played the game, or are you a content creator? You know somebody who's played the game? I'm just curious.
I'm done with this place.
The luck of Thor be with him.
That's awesome, Carl. I would love to learn how to play someday, man. I really would. Oh, the Irish Wolfhound. Oh, okay. All right. We got our Irish Wolfhound ability here. We'll replace our wolf ability for the Irish Wolfhound. Yeah, Dot. I mean, if you're somebody that loves nooks and crannies and exploring, yeah, I think you will have a great time with the game. I really do. Druids of Danu. The ritual hour comes upon us. All efforts must be bend to its success. We will be offering a plenty to please the cursed, our high druid.
Shoddy sacrifice.
Okay.
They will learn no portents from this.
I have left to prepare for the ritual. My puka is with me as always. Flood the land with fog. My puka will take strength from it for her changes of form.
Puka. What would that be? A sacrificial ritual?
Pizza King, I have not played on that platform. Livin and I are both PC players, so unfortunately, I don't have anything for you. I wish I did, man. I am so sorry. Gotcha, Ryan. Yeah, I got you. No, THQ has been awesome. We ended up working with one of their, you know, public PR people, and she was so great. She's the reason why we ended up getting the interview, which was just so awesome. You know, cannot thank her enough for that. And I'm excited to work with THQ again. Like, you know, you always want to have good relationships with people like this, especially when you're a content creator. I'm super pumped to work with them again. Oh god, my game's gonna crash. You know what game didn't crash one time? Biomutant. Not one time did that game crash. Just saying. Just throwing that out there for anybody that's curious. Just throwing it out there. Ripperoni, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Now you guys get to look at my doofy hair again. I will say, this is probably one of the coolest hats that I've ever purchased for a game. Like, you can wear this hat anywhere, right? Like, it's not, like, super nerdy. It's got Biomutant on the back, nice and small. But, like, on the front, like, it's not a bad hat, right? Reese came to the channel through Outriders. Thank you for coming to the channel. Have you guys ever done Destiny content? We have not. Livid used to do a ton of Destiny content. He has 3,000 hours in Destiny. I personally just like, I never got into it. I got into when I did try and get into it, it was super late. So, you know, from a content perspective, it was just not a play for us, right? Because those content creators are so well versed, that community is so entrenched. You know, if there was ever an opportunity to get into Destiny, you know, it'd probably be like a Destiny 2 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like the next Destiny. I guess it is already kind of Destiny 2, right? But like the next Destiny, the next opportunity to jump in. There's jumping in and jumping out points for games. And like Destiny is one of those ones where, you know, the game is already, it's had a pretty long life cycle. So it'd be hard as a content creator that's not known in that space, even with a decent sub count like we have, to jump right in and really make a splash. You know, that's why content creators focus on new games, because it's always a new opportunity. But there's crossover. You know, the open world games cover open world games. The looter shooter guys cover looter shooter stuff. Guys and gals. You know, it's you try and find your way through the content creation world. Yeah, honestly, I always say, talking about what Legend and Dot are talking about, my suggestion to all of you guys is go into any new game with cautious optimism. No matter what game it is, cautious optimism will always do you well. You're not going to get disappointed by a bad game because you were cautious, and if the game rises to your expectations or your level of hype, you're ecstatic. So that's how I've kind of tried to approach games nowadays, with that cautious optimism. All right, so we got set back like 2 minutes. Not a big deal.
They will learn no portents from
Would I be satisfied with a mage build? Probably not. Is going to be my suggestion. Probably not. Now I will say the classes are not super restricting. I played a Saboteur. I love the Saboteur. I like the perks. I like what it brought to the table. It worked well for me. If you want to lean more into the psi power, stuff like that, yeah, it'll be interesting. You know, obviously you need to lean into the right stats, right? Like if you're going for psi abilities, you probably want to lean into intellect, stuff like that. Is that a perfect solution? Is that like a perfect play style? No, the game is definitely not balanced so that you like all 3 play styles perform the exact same way. Let's just put it that way. You know, Cyberpunk was a really bad case of way too much marketing hype, and the developers getting really comfortable when they shouldn't have. Yeah, I mean, Cyberpunk for me, we didn't cover it here on the channel very much. Like, we made maybe a couple videos, but yeah, it definitely ran into the marketing issue.
Best raise my hood here.
Yeah, for sure, man, Carl. I appreciate that, dude. I really do. Thank you. Yeah, way too much hype, and that's honestly, that all has to do with marketing. Marketing is a big problem when done wrong. I don't sleep. I don't. I actually have a marketing background. That's my day job. I'm a creative producer for a TV company. So I do not have any game dev skills. I have a lot of interview practice and skills. So like that's where, you know, doing the interview with Stefan really helped, because I kind of was trying to get in his head. That's stuff I've picked up in my day job. But yeah, no, I would love to have some coding developing skills. I just don't. Love, and I played a Saboteur.
Has Barleth escaped Flawn's wrath?
He has.
I got you, Carl. Saturdays. Got it, man. Thank you.
The soldiers are coming back to themselves. What have you learned?
The Cursed will perform a sacrificial ritual.
All right, guys, we're swapping into Hoodiac mode.
Faye, the Cursed is then a high druid.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I would love to do more dev interviews. I would love it. I mean, we created the custom background for the entire interview. I would love to do that more.
I also learned the ceremony will be protected by was it? Pook.
A puka? That will be dangerous, but we've no choice. The ritual will likely be held at Carnagan. We must look there.
What is a puka? A kind of animal?
A kind of animal? I will explain on the way. Come.
Yeah, Livid and I,
You promised to explain about the puka.
Livid and I both
They were
have
once
full-time
marvelous
jobs,
creatures, able to take
and
the forms of any
it is so much
Now,
work.
they're
It is so
dangerous.
much work. There's
This is a
just
jest.
no
Have you no such
other way
creatures in
around it.
Norway?
So
There is
we
Fenrir,
both work
wolf to
10
gods,
to 11
but
hours every
he is
day,
unusual.
Monday
Well,
through Friday.
pukas are common in
Well, he's
Ireland.
not Monday through Friday, but
Pukas,
it's a
sacrificial
lot.
rituals.
It's
Is
a
this
lot.
your world?
The children of Danu are an
Are we
aberration.
crashing again?
True pagans oppose.
Oh my god. Reminder, didn't crash once when I played Biomutant. Thank you, Reese. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, obviously me sitting here in my hood is not a great example of professionalism, but you know, I try and at least keep the dialogue professional when we stream. And the streams were all, and I've talked about this before on stream, the streams were designed to be a little bit more relaxing. Like I said, you know, I've been editing for probably a week straight we've got 12, 13 videos in the can for Biomutant. Like, the stream tonight is about chilling with you guys, talking about the game, getting excited about it, setting some expectations. Yeah, it's, I just needed a chill night, you know, and I've got a huge week ahead of me. You talk about sleek gaming, you talk about, you know, trying to balance both worlds. I've got 3 shoots this week. So I've got, we're working on something for the Olympics, and we've got some content that we're producing. And so I've got to go out into the field with my camera, do all my camera stuff, do all my producing stuff. So I've got 3 of those this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, on top of my other work. So that plus the game coming out, it's challenging. And you think, and you want to talk about how important it is for us as Legacy Gaming to get early access to something. You know, if I didn't do that, right, and I just told you I have 3 shoots this week. If the game came out on Tuesday, the chance of me getting content that was really to the level that we wanted it to be would not happen until maybe the weekend, and I would be exhausted at that point. Now, Livid and I feel so good. 120 hours between us, content up the yin-yang, content that we're proud of, content that's we think is good, and I'm not going to be stressed. I'm going to be able to do my job and keep the channel going forward. So it's so important for little channels, channels like yours, Sleek Gaming, to just prove yourself, and you know, reach out to developers and be like, here's what I got to offer. You know, if I'm part-time, I always put that in my pitches to them, like, would love to get early access to your game so I can make the best content for us and the best content for your game. So that's kind of what we go for. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, WAF. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, you know, it's weird. I definitely come from a big corporate background. That's what we do. That's my job. And
Sure,
I try
they
and
were
bring
once
the good
marvelous
aspects of that
creatures,
to the channel,
able to
and
take
so
the
does
forms
Livid.
of any
And then I try and get
Now,
rid of the rest of
they're
it, right?
dangerous.
I want to be
This is a
genuine. I
jest.
want to be somebody
no
that you
such
guys
creatures in
want to
Norway.
hang out with.
There is
But at the same
Fenrir,
time, I
wolf
want to
to
have that
gods,
professionalism
but
on there
he
that
is
sometimes
unusual.
is like, wow,
Well,
these guys are the real
pukas are
deal.
common in
And that's what we always try and strive for every
Sacrificial
time.
rituals.
And
Is
so
this
it's
your world?
great that you guys,
children
you
of
know,
Danu
the
are
feedback
an
you guys
aberration.
give is so
True
important to us,
pagans
seriously.
oppose them.
You
Flawed
know, even if
rules
it's
our
something as simple as like,
traditions
dude, what was up with the music in that last
He has
video?
pledged
We
not
get
to
that
let that
occasionally.
happen.
Like, I'll get a comment that's like, why are you using the same music? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I leaned on that. I shouldn't have. And I take all of that feedback to heart. So yeah, no, I appreciate you guys.
Pukas are
Seriously,
quick.
thank you so
Search
much.
for tracks showing long claws and stay on your guard.
There. Tracks.
Spartan, what's up, man? Chill kind of night, dude. Chill kind of night. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you, Click. Thanks, Click. What would I do without you, Click? Oh
The
my God,
puka.
what is happening?
Follow
There we go.
it.
We're following the puka. Koi culture. I'm gonna have to check that out, man. Yeah, no, it's, you know how it is when you try and balance everything. Oh, it's just, it really comes down to how much energy,
Looks like
how
a
much
wolf.
How much do
Because
you
the
want it?
puka is in the shape of a wolf just now.
How much do you want it? What, you know, I've talked about this on the channel a few times. Like, my ultimate goal with Legacy Gaming, one of our ultimate goals, is something that I personally want, and Anthony may want it, he may not. I really want to do an educational component to the channel, and I want to go out to schools and I want to talk about content creation. And a big part of that is, how bad do you want it? And that applies to so much in life, right? How bad do you want it? How much are you willing to work for it? Yeah, it's a big thing that I want to do, and I hope I get the chance to. Whoa, that was creepy. Yo, I don't like this. This is trippy as hell. Where am I going? This way? That way? This shit is kind of scary. I don't like scary, guys. You know that. Boss? Boss fight? No boss fight? Here we go. I am 30. I believe Anthony is also 30, or maybe 31. Oh my god, this thing is massive. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You want a boss fight? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, okay. All right, all right. Settle down. Settle down, Puka. Okay, all right. Okay. Why can't I snap into focus and Nornir? Are you freaking kidding me right now? There we go. What? What? What is happening? There's the spot. Oh, man, this is brutal. Oh. Throw a rock at me. Okay. Apparently, I didn't hit the button. Oh, my gosh. Dude, I suck at this game. What? Do I kill it? What do I do? Wow, crazy. Yeah, no, to Livid's point, you know, it was, we've talked about this a lot on the channel. You know, how we kind of came together over our just frustration with things not happening with Hightail and our channels. Like, we were both really small when we joined up. You know, we didn't know a lot about each other at the time, and you know, I honestly feel the same way as him. I could never go back. I could never go back to not having a partner. Do you get more money? Sure, of course you do. You're splitting all of your funds, all of your profits, but it's never been about that for us. It's never been about that. It's about this bigger thing that we want out of Legacy Gaming, out of our brand. And I mean, look at the stuff that we just complement our work skills so well. Anthony with his graphics, his look packages, the way all of our videos look and feel is because of him. And I edit, I produce, I write, and we can both do a little bit of the crossover. I mean, we have the best partnership. We really do. What is happening? Am I at the end of this freaking game already? Oh, what the hell? Okay. I guess we're not going stealthy. Can somebody tell me, am I at the end of this DLC already? Because I'm real confused. I really don't want to fight here. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, thank you. I'm fighting the last boss already? Super weird. Midway. Okay, okay. That's what I thought. No, you're totally right, Ryan. I think both of us would be, we would not be able to do this channel and the way that we do this channel. We've learned a lot. We have learned so much. Like covering Assassin's Creed, and it goes down to as simple as shit like our file management, right? Like stuff that when we started, we had no idea what we were doing. We were trying to figure it out. So let me give you an example, right? Like when we started, we had like hard drives that were kind of like all over the place. We would name things weird. We wouldn't have any process for getting footage to each other other than like, you know, sending it for WeTransfer or whatever. And now, you know, we both have, you know, they're called NASes, so network drives, tons of storage. We know when we're playing games, we don't just record like these massive long clips, right? I did that for Assassin's Creed. I have like a whole document with all of my timestamps for all of the content that I made. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So now with Biomutant, you know, we played the game so intentionally, and we learned, you know, how to record footage. It's as simple as that. And I'm not saying like from a technical standpoint how to record footage, but how to actually record footage so that it matters for our content. And like shit like that, we talk through. And we work on making it a better process every time. That's one of the things that Anthony and I have together as a channel. We're always, you know, for the most part, like we try and just be as honest and as forthcoming as possible with like what we're feeling, what we're thinking. And it's a huge part of our channel, not getting emotional about the things. I fall victim to it a lot more than he does, you know, and I'm an emotional person occasionally, but you know, be honest. Like if you don't like something, say you don't like something. If you do like something, say you really like something. Shit like that's really important in a partnership, and we've really figured it out the last couple of weeks with Biomutant, and I'm really excited, really excited to show people our content. Yeah, parry, I'm struggling without the parry. I'm playing like absolute garbage. I just want to let you all know that I do not play like this when I actually am not streaming. It's true. It's true. Anthony's not the most emotional person in the world. I love him to death. I love him to death. He is not the most emotional person in the world. And that's good and bad, right? That's good and bad. All right. There we go. Wow, that was one hell of a thing. All right, let's watch the cutscene. This is a big one.
You betrayed us. I curse you with all the powers of the moon.
Your curses mean nothing.
You drew back when we most needed your awful might. And now...
The cursed is dead.
She accused you of betraying the children of Danu.
I was once one of them.
How can this be?
Deirdre warned me against them, but back then it seemed the only hope.
You knew these people. Why did you not direct me to the Wren?
They only wanted to use me. Distrustful and secretive. I never knew their true names or anything about them. A glen of great beauty lies on our road. Find me when you're ready, and I'll confess my errors there.
Spellblade build? Look, I don't want to say too much. The video, our review will be out tomorrow at 11 a.m. And hopefully that will inform you of everything that you want to know about the game, right? I will say that the build potential is not as great as people think it is, or that they want it to be. The game does not restrict you enough to make builds viable. And Stefan talked about this in the interview. He does not believe in pulling content away from people. He believes in giving people all of the content. So that is really a big tenet of the game. And you'll realize that. And as I said, I mean, I literally have this line in the video. Some players will love that, and some will hate it. So it definitely is something like, I think a lot of people are going into Biomutant thinking there's a lot of builds. It's really not. It's really not. That's not quite how the game functions. So hopefully I can help you level set that, and you will understand that that's not quite how it works. RCM, what's up, baby? I love that green text in the chat. Hey, guys, if you want to support us even more, if you like what we're doing here at Legacy Gaming, I'm going to shill for 1 second. Cup of coffee. If you go to Dunkin' Donuts or Timmy Hortons and buy me a cup of coffee or live at a cup of coffee, you can become a member. We've got 2 tiers here. You get a nice shout out at the end of the videos. Anytime you're in the chat with us during the streams, I shout you out every time. And if you do the higher tier, you get early access to our videos. So we would love the support. We would love to get more people on the membership thing. You know, we talk about being part-time. The one way we're going to get to full-time is having a nice membership base. And again, if you guys would buy us a cup of coffee once a month, that's all it costs. There you go. Shill over. I see. I could have been a salesman. I feel like I'm pretty good. I feel like I'm not bad at it. All right, I think we did everything we need to do here. I think we good. All right, so what's next? So that's what I don't understand. We killed the... Oh, the cursed wasn't the end. The oak is the end. I thought the cursed was the end. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm shilling myself out for a hot minute. Yeah, look, builds, some people love builds, some people want builds, other people don't really care, right? So it's like, if you don't care, then you'll be fine, and you'll be happy about it. If you played like a Legend of Zelda game, and that's the type of game that you like, if you played Breath of the Wild and that's something that you're interested in, you will most likely get enjoyment from this game. 100%. Is it the same? No. And I want to be very clear. It is not the same. But you will get a lot of enjoyment from it. And there's just a lot to do. There's a lot of fun stuff. The quests aren't like super extravagant, but it's really cool. The world building is really cool. You know, they give you enough stuff to sink your teeth into. And like Ryan said, you know, he said between 10 to 80 hours. That's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate. Yeah, I think we have been conditioned to really want builds in games. It's a developer tool. A lot of developers do it. Is it necessary to have an effective game? Absolutely not. Look at Legend of Zelda. Builds are not a thing in the Legend of Zelda. So you can't say that builds have to be in every RPG to be successful, right? Yeah, Gaspar, I'm happy to talk about that, man. I love the process of content creation, right? I am so big on it. Like, and being a content creator, especially when you're a part-time content creator, is more about being smart and working smart than working hard. And I'm not saying that we don't work hard, because Livin and I work, again, our jobs, and then every single day we're working on the channel. Whether it's a graphic, whether it's, you know, a business opportunity that we have, whether it's video editing. Most nights I'm editing videos, you know what I mean? Most nights he's working on graphics or trying to get ahead on something. Like, we're always doing it. Hey, Spartan's Heart, thank you so much. Spartan Heart's becoming the first member of the night. Thank you so much for becoming a founder. Now, Spartan Hearts is now going to have early access to all of our Biomutant content. So, you know, if you're jealous about that, you want to join the club. Again, guys, that money goes right back into the channel. We're not pocketing it and buying Lamborghinis. I promise you guys. I promise you. Thank you, Spartan's Heart. Appreciate that.
I used to wash away my cares and
All right, we got a
pain in
cutscene
this
here.
pond. Would it be all right if I...
Of course.
As a young girl,
Oh,
when the Christians
we're having
cleared
a
the
sexy
forests
time
of
moment.
Druids, I fled and stumbled on this spot. How would I survive?
am I gonna get
friends,
pulled
the
off the
world I
internet for
knew.
this? This is looking a little risque.
Soon, I turned to the children of Thanon.
Jesus!
At
What's
first,
up,
they
man?
pledged simply to keep the
Welcome
old
to the
ways
stream.
alive. Then,
You guys
one
are giving
by
me
one,
energy. You're giving me
Druids
fire
turned
tonight.
to dark rituals.
Yeah, this
And
stuff
they
makes
turned to
Click nervous.
worse.
This, like,
Yes.
Click doesn't like this
Even
stuff, guys.
murder. I disavowed the children and now pray for their destruction.
The High Druid spoke of some sort of awful
Click, I can't
rites.
skip it. It's a content creator
Fantasies,
rule.
An ancient fable of a people
Can't
long
skip
lost.
cutscenes.
The Druids are now dispersed without a champion.
You have King Flawn.
My hopes are placed in him, but am I a fool?
I am so
He has
sorry,
no
guys.
deep love of the past. He hopes to build a new Ireland. He pledges that my people will be part of it. But once he's king, storms will come. I cannot know where he will take refuge.
Click. I
You're
love
no
you, Click.
fool.
You and I have been through much together. We came near death.
Thank you,
I would
Legend.
like to celebrate life.
My allergies have been going nuts.
Is this why you brought me to this place?
'Tis a lovely glen. Perhaps we could pass some time here.
Lap dances for the big... Click, we're doing it. I would like to be
I would
close
like
to you.
very
We're doing
much
it
to
just
pass
for
some
Click,
time
just to
with
make Click uncomfortable. Oh. Gaspar, I will go back to the content creation thing in 1 second. Let's just get through the cutscene here. I mean, it's just a sexy
Lovely.
time cutscene, so...
Lovely indeed.
Wade into the water. Think of it like a rom-com, Click. Come on. All for you, Click. Oh my gosh, sorry, my allergies are going nuts right now. They were like subsided, but whew. Legend. Yo, I guess you're not the most subtle type, huh, Legend? My gosh, man. That's right, earmarked for Irish coffee, beer, and comfy chairs. No, not even a little bit. Whew. Oh. My gosh, my nose is going nuts right now. All right, so back to content creation for a second. So Gaspar, let me try and let me try and explain. I don't even know what's going on in chat right now. So basically, what I'm talking about is this: like, when a game comes out, you have to get your footage, right? You got to figure out your footage, how you're going to record it. Outriders, perfect example. You know, you can record long clips, and you can just do these like long takes of video, 2-3 hours, and then just sift through it. Well, that's not super effective when you're, you know, a content creator that needs to edit from that content. So for Biomutant, we were a lot more intentional with our recordings. We would start a recording when, you know, we started a quest, and we would focus on that quest, do the quest, then stop the recording. Same thing, when we came up to a boss fight, we recorded that boss fight in one chunk of video. We were intentional about the way that we record because that's going to help us in the edit process. And at the end of the day, content creation is a lot of editing. It's a lot of editing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I've got my nose is freaking out. I got a sneeze. I don't know what's happening right now. How the hell do I get up there? All right, we're just going to climb this giant mountain. Yeah, hey Zeus, we loved the... Honestly, It Takes Two is still game of the year for me right now. I'm telling you right now. It's still game of the year. I don't know how Livid feels. He's still in the chat. What an experience. That game from start to finish was an absolute riot. Yeah, we do have to release those last two. I totally forgot about that. I keep forgetting that that series still has more episodes. Okay. Climb, baby. Come on, let's go. I know you're tired. Let's go. You're good. Climb. Keep going. Keep going. Game of the decade. Holy shit, that's high praise. There's no way It Takes Two beats Hades for me. Not going to happen. It Takes Two is a marvel. It is a marvel of a title, but no. Yeah, it is 100% a banger. I will give you that one hands down. It is that good. He's not wrong. He's not wrong that it's that good. It is an absolutely incredible game. Game of the decade, though. I'm not going to live it. You're getting a little crazy here. Oh, Hades? Hades is one of my favorite games of all time, period, full stop. One of the best games. Supergiant absolutely crushed it. Yeah, that's funny. You know, we didn't release those early. Like, the videos that we released early for the members are you know, they're kind of random. We never released those early. I don't know why. Yeah, game of the decade, man. That is such praise. Holy crap.
Eivor, I have you and Kira to thank for curing my men. even if the source of this succor does not sit easily with me.
Not all druids are your enemies, Lord. It is the children of Danu who attacked you.
Kira has told me of this druid cult. They are no great threat if they must strike from the shadows.
Perhaps they only sought to sow doubt among their enemies, and the friends of their enemies.
I regret my earlier distrust, but I've seen too much Irish blood spilt by Danes to give trust easily.
Gold, what's up,
I know
baby?
what it is to be bloodbound, Lord. It burns so bright it can blind to all else.
So, King, if Allah is the prize, how do you mean to take it? The ring fort there is the strongest in all the lands.
Yet the kings of Allah dwell outside its protection, foolishly leaving themselves vulnerable.
Still, that's a long march over uncertain soil. Your army will be exposed to forces unknown.
Abaddon has offered land at Clogher, where our army will make camp. From there, we move on to Alach.
This just arrived. The kings of Alach want to talk peace.
They surrender before you touch their soil? I know those who would die for such a reputation.
I don't like it. The wording is vague. Asking much and promising little.
What's the harm in hearing them out? If we start with the sword, we have nowhere else to go. They know me, they'll listen.
You would speak for me.
Hey, Livid's done.
If you would honor me with your trust.
Do you have an opinion, Eivor? Or will you simply
I do
side
still play
with your
Hades.
cousin?
I do occasionally, not as much as I used to, though.
My cousin gives wise counsel. You lose nothing but time. And if talking fails...
Yeah, Ryan, I totally agree. Somebody let Ryan's comment in.
Time
Everybody
marches
needs to
more
see that.
quickly when you have an army to keep fit and fed.
Yeah, these characters are really good, Yurik. Really good.
My life has been one of warfare, plots, and intrigue. I have never known the trust of a brother, and do not give mine over easily. Bareth McEver, King of Dublin, I hereby authorize you to speak for me, Flann Shinna, High King of Ireland, and all of her people.
I will honor the faith you have placed in me, my king.
Do I have your blessing to accompany Barith, King Flann?
I'll not waste
Not
our
a lot
time
of
on
farming.
formalities,
It's not
Eivor.
repetitive like that,
But you'll not be
RCM.
going
Not
with
even a
Bareth.
little bit. You
I
do
need
the
you
content
elsewhere.
and then you move
Tell
to the
me
next
where.
thing.
You must build up some
There's
goodwill.
no
Northern
end game
India,
loop per
as
se.
you've done for other kingdoms. Kira will provide the details at the pigeon coops.
I will earn you their favor, Lord. For the trust
Yeah,
you show
right,
my
man.
cousin.
Spartan's Heart, you are jesting away. No, 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 no. I will admit it's definitely interesting being a content creator that people know now. I mean, you know, we were so small a year ago, and now, you know, people compete with us on content. They copy some of our content, and it's flattering in a sense. And we still try and pick up cues from other content creators that are doing things that are better than us. Like, that competitive edge is so important, and I love that about content creation. Oh, it totally does click. It totally does. Stefan was... I can't remember if we were on camera or off camera talking about that, where he was saying that if he was still at Avalanche, they wouldn't have been able to make Biomutant. It would not have been a thing. And that's why he went off to go do his own thing, because it just would never have happened. Where are all these? All right, let's go get this. Let's go get that real quick. Where is that? That is over there. Okay, let's zip line over there. How empty is the world? I think they chose a really great size for the map. I don't know if Livid is still in the chat. I never felt that the world was too big or too empty. There is definitely some elements of the development that makes the world feel a little bit, a tiny bit lifeless. But no, definitely nothing super red flaggish. Oh, Livid went with a review tomorrow angle. Shit. Yeah, review tomorrow, Ryan. Come on. What am I doing? Gaspar, you know what the crazy thing was about that interview? And you guys are probably going to get mad at me for this. He literally gave me as much time as I wanted. I said, so I was like, so what do you know, usually you get an interview like the ones that I've done before, and they're like, you know, we'll give you 30 minutes, we'll give you 45 minutes. Stefan was like, I said to him, I said, you know, before the stream started, I said, all right, man, I'm, you know, super excited that we're going to get to do this. And, you know, I'm so appreciative. I don't want to abuse your time. How much time would you be able to give me? Because nobody had ever said anything about a time limit. He goes, Oh, I got all the time. I got all day. I have this on my calendar. I said, Stefan, if you tell me that I'm going to be talking to you for 4 hours. He goes, oh, that's fine. I said, I can't do that, man. That's not cool. So we ended up doing an hour. I obviously had to get back to work and stuff. But yeah, he was so generous with his time. And I hope that we can do a post-launch interview with him, because he is such a genuine dude. And I would love to talk to him again. Oh, it totally is, Dot. Having competition in the content creating land is wildly important. The problem is definitely that you know, when content creators get early access, that changes the playing field, right? And then you know, if you're full-time, that's way different than being part-time. So we struggle with it all the time, but we just put our heads down and get to work. We just get to work. That's just the way it goes. We gotta work. Hey, look at the rainbow. That's kind of cool. Hashtag live it after dark. Let's get it trending. Yeah. He wanted to keep it going. He even made that comment at one point. You know, like, oh, I understand we're under a time constraint. And it's funny. Usually it's the other way around. Developers never want to talk. You know, but also, you got to understand, Ryan, at that point, and I hope I did a good enough job, I had played the game. You know what I mean? I played the game for 50 hours at that point. And so I was asking him some questions that I already knew the answers to. And I didn't want to put him in a position to answer questions, make him, like, force him to lie, or, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to be a respectful interviewer. That was really what I was going for. Thank you, RCM. I appreciate that, man. Wow, this is a really high peak. Really crazy. Yeah, I definitely wanted to push him on the mercenary question. I saw way too much confusion about the mercenary thing. Yeah, no, I didn't want to trick him. I definitely wasn't about to trick him. You know. Yeah, most devs who have something to hide it, right? And that was the thing about Stefan that I love so much, is that he didn't hide anything. He didn't hide the game, his feelings about the game, his passion about the game. And, like, at the end of the day, I'm not talking to a marketing person. I'm talking to a developer of the game. And that was really cool. Not just the developer, the creative director, creative and art director behind the game. So really, I mean, honestly, it was an awesome opportunity for us as a channel. And it was an awesome conversation, and hopefully we can continue that. Yeah, Valhalla's graphics. So in the middle of, at the beginning of Valhalla, I didn't have a good graphics card in my computer. So I was definitely struggling, and then we ended up being able to change out the graphics card, and I can finally play this with some good graphics, which is awesome. Yeah, he loves to talk about it. I mean, I think he's just so proud of his team. I mean, wouldn't you be? Team of 20, and you made an open world game that is the third most, you know, wish-listed game on Steam this year. Wouldn't you be proud of that? I sure as heck would be proud of that. So I think, and you know, as he said in the interview, he's kind of camp counselor right now, trying to keep everybody calm as they wait for reviews. And you know, people have the game. There's no more development happening. Maybe they're fixing a bug or two. I'm not sure. I don't know if they've said anything about a day one patch. I probably should have asked him about a day one patch, right? How the F do I get to these things? Oh, there we go. Yeah, he would segue into questions. I'd have to, like, jump ahead to where he was. Yeah, it was funny. Spartan, not entirely sure. June is a really tough month for Livid and myself. I've got a lot of work leading up to the Olympics. Oh, okay, there is a day one patch. I have a lot of stuff leading up to the Olympics that I have to work on, and Livid, you know, is busy getting ready for the baby. So there's it's going to be tough to stream E3. I don't know if we're quite there yet, where we could stream E3 and it would really make a big difference to anybody. I would love to. Don't get me wrong. I would love to stream, but we got to be a little bit more reasonable with our time. But I never say never. Never say never. That's bottom line. Never say never. How am I liking the game so far? Are you talking about Biomutant or are you talking about Assassin's Creed? Oh, are you kidding me, Dot? That's 90% of the battle. If you can tell in an interview that somebody doesn't care about the game or doesn't feel like when you watch some of the Assassin's Creed interviews, you're kind of like, wow, they're kind of jaded or they don't really like what they're talking about. So yeah, no, to talk to Stefan and for him to be so passionate, especially after, you know, that game started in, I think he said 2015 was development. You know what I mean? You'll see the review tomorrow. Again, for anybody that's joining us late, review goes live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, no, Livid and I think Livid and I have both come around to the game and we really like it. We really like the game. It is a fun addition to 2021. Full thoughts tomorrow at our Worth Your Time review. Can I jump off of this? I don't see anything. Oh, I do see something down there. Never mind. The suggested power here is 55. That's weird. I really want to go do all the forts, but at the same token, I really don't want to go do all the forts. Yeah, no, and I like that he's the voice of all those videos, too. I should have asked him where his I knew the answer to it, but like I should have asked him to talk about his influence from Just Cause, right? Because he was he worked on Just Cause, and there are some interesting what's the word I'm looking for? There are some interesting parallels and crossovers, and it would have been cool to hear him talk about that a little bit. Hey-oh, we did it. I really need to play this game one time off stream so I can like actually pay attention to it and appreciate it. I still love Assassin's Creed, don't get me wrong. I really do. And I've really enjoyed Valhalla for the most part. I tend to be a little bit more forgiving in my video game opinions. Like I tend to like games more than I don't like games. And if I don't like a game, we've talked about this on the stream a bunch. If I don't like a game, the chance of me making a review on it are very slim because I don't play it for that long if I don't like it. I think we're definitely going to come to a point where we get early access to a game, like a big game. And yeah, the skills review did bum me out too, Dan, 100%. I think we're going to get to a point where we have to, you know, cover a game, early access review a game, and it's something we absolutely hate, and that's going to be a really interesting experience for us. You know, that big game that comes out, AAA game that everybody's talking about, we're going to be covering it, and, you know, we've never run into a situation where that big game sucked. So I don't think it'll ever be a true case, but it'll be interesting to see if it does ever happen, right? 100%. All right, what am I doing here? Clear the camp. Oh, that's easy. Key of the Stone Circles. Interesting. I can't call my wolfhound on that guy, apparently. Just want to assassinate him. Really? I can't reach him? How does he not see me jumping over his head? I'm confused. It's true. It is true. Right? want to assassinate this guy. Why can't I jump down and assassinate him? I've never been good at the assassin part of Assassin's Creed. However terrible that sounds. Seriously? Unbelievable. Oh, oh! Little slicey slice. No, let me. I want to kill that guy. Boom! He dead. Yeah, the chance of us making content on the game that we don't like is pretty slim. Yeah, I'm very good at the Creed part. Not so great at the Assassin part. Yeah, no, Livid's totally right, 100%. That's how I feel too. Yeah, I'm interested to see one of the games that we're both kind of following, but like not really following, is New World. And like Amazon was going in such a good direction, right? Like things were looking really good, and then all of a sudden they do this whole like, you know, store thing with pay for convenience stuff, and you know, people start going nuts, and it's like, oh god, Amazon, you guys are just never gonna get it. Yeah, that cash shop stuff. Yeah, Livin and I are both definitely, I mean, we talk about cautious optimism. I don't even know if it's optimism at this point. It's just like cautious, right? Ooh, ceremonial sickle's pretty good. Increase your speed after each hit. That's pretty solid. Yeah, we don't believe in review bombing. 100%. Yeah, that's true, Livid. That is very true, man. So, some people are allowed to stream it early, like Co and Fextra Life, but for the most part, nobody is allowed to stream it. They were pulling down streams left and right for a while. Clark, I haven't logged into Biomutant, or sorry, I haven't logged into Outriders in a while, man. They just keep. I think the people that are left playing the game are the people that really love the game, and I totally get that, because I loved Outriders as a concept. I think everything. Yeah, I am getting that pop up. Everything that Outriders had to offer was fantastic. The truth of the matter is, New World's questing and leveling was trash. Oh, I don't really care about the opals, to be honest with you, but thank you. I probably should be using it more. I love the rainbow, man. That's pretty cool. Yeah, when Livid and I played, when did we play Livid? Last August? No, May? I can't remember when we played. It was awful. We had the worst experience. The game was boring. The questing was boring. The combat was boring. The PvP was boring. Like, it was an MMO RPG from like 2000. I have heard of Crimson Desert, but Crimson Desert is no longer an MMO RPG, if I remember. Yeah, they are totally, as Livid said, artificially creating problems and solving them with money. 100%. Big problem. The crafting and gathering was going absolutely... I said that. I freaking said that in a video. It was going in a great direction. The crafting needed more depth other than just, like, you know, tiers, right? It needed more, like, system depth. But it was definitely, definitely going in the right direction. I will give you that one. Yeah, Crimson Desert, I believe, was started as an MMO and then ended up not being an MMO, which I'm okay with. It looked cool. I don't know much about Black Desert, honestly, but it looked cool. I mean, I grew up playing World of Warcraft, right? So, like, I understand the grinds for all sorts of different things. Like, I have 10 years of World of Warcraft experience. And so, like, the grind is a concept I'm very familiar with in MMORPGs. You know what? You want to talk about an MMO that did have great story? Let's talk about Star Wars The Old Republic. I don't know if anybody ever played that game, but if you played that game and you experienced the leveling and the story, great game. Endgame is where it all fell apart. Even the PvP, I had a lot of fun with the PvP. Endgame fell apart like you would not believe. So boring. So bad. And, you know, now it's a free-to-play game and all that stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Turn, we got a raid! You're playing Star Wars The Old Republic right now? No shit. Yeah, you know then. Oh, man, I just totally screwed this up, didn't I? Yeah, the class stories were so good. So damn good. Never had that much fun leveling a character in a game. I tried to get back into it, Ryan. It went onto Steam, right? And I tried to get back into it, but I just couldn't. It just still played like an old game at that point. Yeah, the Coder universe. Yeah, you've talked about that before, Livid. I was really bummed. That the Amazon or the my God, Lord of the Rings MMO is not happening anymore. But I think it's for the better. I really do. John, you're in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, you got to make sure you check out the stream channel. If you want to know when streams are happening, make sure to assign yourself the Street Team notification or role in the roles channel. So the Street Team role allows you to... we ping the Street Team role instead of pinging like everyone because we know that nobody likes to be pinged a million times. So the Street Team role is kind of the role that we ping when we've got something exciting going on and we want more people to know about it. Honestly, Fenrir, I'm just starting to experience the sets. I'm pretty much just doing the main story right now. I haven't really done a lot of the set stuff. So I just got the ceremonial sickle. It's a really good sickle. Anything that increases speed on hit, pretty dang good. When is Hood coming to a Let's Play? Oh, you talking about like when is Hood Outlaws and Legends? I'm not sure exactly I understand the question. Or are you asking me when Hoodiac is coming to a Let's Play? Your boy is like Robin Hood in this game, though. Look at this shit. Yeah, honestly, Yerrick, I didn't do a lot of like, I didn't do a ton of like early, like, I didn't want to be spoiled this time around with Assassin's Creed. Like, Jor and all those guys were doing all the leaked content. We've done that before too, so no shade on them. But like, I just kind of wanted to go into this one relatively blind, and I've enjoyed it more because of it. Yeah, Skylar, we're ready. We are ready for the Biomutant review. For anybody that's just joining us now, our Worth Your Time review will be coming out at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you are interested in our take on the game, it's a long review. You guys know we don't put out a lot of long videos, but we felt that it was necessary to really get everything in there. So hopefully you guys will like that.
Give me a hand over here.
Oh, I got you, Fenrir. I got you. Yeah, honestly, still, I don't know all of the new sets, so I definitely need to look it up before I can give you an answer. Oh, cool, man. It's always neat when they put something from your culture in a game, right? That's really awesome. I would rather use a bow than melee any day. I always just find it more enjoyable, to be honest with you. He played the timer game. RCM, you weren't one of those lucky dudes that got the game early? Come on. Yeah, they have fixed the Avenge quest. We actually did an Avenge quest a little bit earlier in the stream. Let's go. Oh, ACG's great, man. ACG is great. I think what makes ACG so impressive is the fact that, like, his editing is not super awesome, like, and that's fine, right? Oh, what are you? I did not suck at Robin. You weren't. I got the stream saw it. I got like 4 headshots in a row. Don't you come at me, bro. Don't you come at me right now. I will fire up the game and I will kick your ass in it right. No, I won't do that. I'm gonna play this game until the rest of the night. But Livid coming at me, man. Holy crap. Some partner. I'm all fired up now. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, it's AC. Yeah, ACG. Sorry, we were talking about ACG. Yeah, his wordplay, his wordsmithing is on point. It's sometimes it's a little much for me. He uses a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Superfluous language. That's what I'm trying to say. But man, he's got some great takes. He's got some great takes on games. Oh my gosh. At least I know how to play the objective. All you fools just want to play the damn game like a freaking PvP battle royale. Coming at me about my Robin. Yeah, that was a fun game. That was a fun game. Spartans, thank you for becoming a member and have a fantastic night. I'm trying to get that last one up there. Oh, there's 2 of them. Don't you have something to be doing? Don't you got anything that you can do for the channel right now instead of harass me? Headshot. Yeah, I love Jeremy is, I believe, his name, right? His reviews are probably the one that I watch the most. I don't actually watch a lot of reviews, especially now that we do our own thing on the channel. Livid really likes Skill Up. I like Skill Up. I feel like he's either really on or really off, though. Some of his reviews are really good, and other ones I just don't vibe with. And again, reviews are subjective material, so no shade at any of these guys. They put in so much work to make their content, and that's awesome. And honestly, people watch multiple reviews. So the more good reviews that are out there, the better. Shill up. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Ryan. I mean, there's a vibe, right? You have to have the right rapport with the people that are watching your content. And, with fame, with fortune, with all of that stuff, you do have to be careful about that. Oh, I didn't do this at all. Recover the royal jewelry?
Halfway there.
Oh, I did it. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's the next one. Yeah, that's the thing with him. He's either like really on or he's got a really weird take. And in my opinion, it's usually an off take. So Jeremy ACG is pretty on. He's pretty on. Livid's talked about Layman's Gaming before. I've never actually watched them, but he said they're pretty funny. But I think Livid mentioned that they're not doing it anymore, or they stopped doing it or something. They don't do it. I don't know. Again, I such limited time nowadays to work on everything going on in my life and the channel. I do miss out on a lot of like watching content creators, right? Like when I wasn't making content, it was really fun to watch other content creators, and now I don't always get the chance to, which sucks. Gotcha. I really wish I could play scary games. Like I said in one of the streams, you know, I've watched. Oops. I've watched all of the Resident Evil 8 stuff, like all the bosses, all the crazy shit. I just couldn't actually play the game because I'm a scaredy cat. Mr. Meme, I don't know what Four Pillars community is. I feel bad for saying that because it sounds like that's somebody I should check out. So I will say that I will check them out. Oh, dude, I'm a scaredy cat. Oh, I'm a huge scaredy cat. Huge scaredy cat. You kidding me? Yeah, no, I'm a little wuss bag. I'll play Immortals Phoenix Rising any day over you know, a Resident Evil game. No sir. No sir, not for me, sir. Oh, I'm out of arrows? Are you freaking kidding me? That's not good. Oh man. Yeah, if there was like a co-op scaredy game, like I would probably have fun playing that with like Livid or something, but I don't know, man. I feel like he'd mess with me the whole time. Honestly, I feel like he would just mess with me the whole time. Oh yeah, co-op Subnautica game. Whew. There's a channel that we follow. Like we don't actually follow him, but we're subscribed to him. Called what is it, Livid? IGP. Is that him? All he does is like horror games, jump scare games. Like that shit's funny as hell, but you have to be a certain kind of person to handle that. Like I could not do that. No way. No way am I playing Subnautica. Nope. Nope. Get out of here. No freaking way. Tried it once, couldn't do it. I couldn't even get out of the starting zone in Subnautica. I'll tell you, the new Resident Evil seems like a lot of people really loved it, and that's awesome, because I know, you know, there's a huge community around Resident Evil. Yeah, Legend, I'm scared of the ocean, too. I'm scared of most water, to be honest. Like, I'll go in a pool, but even if a pool is, like, too deep, like an Olympic-sized pool, I'm a little scared. The Four Pillars community. I'm gonna have to look them up, man. I have no idea who you're talking about. Yeah, no, Click, I'm with you. All right, so there is a chest over here that I'm trying to get, and you guys see me running around like an idiot. Yeah, no, I'm not about to. Oh, there's a passageway right here. I am not an ocean person. I'm not a water person. Yeah, no. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. Too much shit lives in that water. Are you kidding me? You guys know what's in that water? No. No. I've watched River Monsters. No. I'm not doing it. All right, what are we doing here? Let's oh, I got to finish this. My bad.
Some support.
There we go.
I'd best go see him at Clocher.
Alright, let's go see the king. Man, all these people are like, they're always in fucking far places. Oh, Skylar, that's a really tough question and not a question I want to answer before our review is out. Ask me on Tuesday night, and I will give you my honest take on that. That's honestly, Dot, that's probably the reason why I can't play most jump scare games. It's because of the audio. Like, if I turn off all the audio, I could probably play it. I could probably play Resident Evil, but like, I'm just a scaredy cat. I really am. The audio is a huge part of that. I really, honestly, like, game of the year, I really, right now, It Takes Two is still just an absolutely incredible game. I think a lot of people missed it, like missed the concept. A lot of the journalists, quote unquote. I felt like there were a lot of really bad takes about It Takes Two, and I think we were pretty spot on. It is one of the best games in a long, long time. I really do. It may not be for everybody, and I totally get that, but trying to approach it from like an analytical and really like objective standpoint, it is incredibly good. But yeah, it is way too early. I think we're going to see Hollow Knight maybe this year. I'm still actually really holding out that Deathloop is really good. I can't wait to see what they're working on with Deathloop. They just did a big Deathloop preview. Like there's been a lot of content coming out for Deathloop, and I'm all about it. It's an interesting concept, but yeah. Oh, it didn't get rave review. Like it was out there. A lot of people were streaming it, playing it, but a lot of people probably missed it. And if you have somebody in your life that you can play a co-op game with, you need to play It Takes Two. You have to. You have to play it. And if Livid's still in the chat, he's gonna say the same thing. Deathloop looks really cool. I'm afraid the concept is a bit too much for people. Like, they see it, and it's just not grabbing them. It's just not grabbing them, and it makes me really sad because it's another one of those really different games, and I really like that. Yeah, no, Gaspar, you're 100% right. It Takes Two is the most passionately built game I've ever played. Oof. You can't have a game of the... You can't go into a game of the year like thinking that this is going to be your game of the year. You can't. You can't. Game of the year has to be a conversation you have after the game is out. That was your mistake there, Skylar. That was your mistake. You can... I don't think going into... Like, I see a lot of people that say that same thing, right? Biomutant's going to be my game of the year. That is putting yourself in a position to be let down, right? And, like, I just don't do that anymore. Maybe it's because I'm an old fart, but... Maybe it's because I'm old. I had to grab a quick ginger ale. Sorry about that, guys. My stomach is like flipped on me. Yeah, K-Pax, man, you get it then. You get it. It's a game that you can give to your wife, your brother, your husband, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, and you can have an absolutely great time with them. And you can have those moments playing a game with them that are just absolutely enjoyable across the board. You know what I mean? Yeah, Zach, man, everybody's ready. Everybody is ready to go. If you want to hear our review, it'll be out tomorrow at 11 a.m. Worth your time. The Legacy Gaming version of a review. Ryan, that's not a bad take, man. That's not a bad take, and I'm not going to say more than that. And I appreciate people who are smart about being, you know, looking at games. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a double A. It's a double A. And I actually use, I say that, you will see. You guys will see. Oh, dude, if your wife has been asking you to play games, you gotta play It Takes Two. Libid, I need a +1 in the chat from Libid right now. I mean, you're talking about one of the best games that you could play with your wife. Hands down. You're right. You are right, Legend. You're absolutely right. But you're not... There are no AA games that put out open world titles, or AA developers that put out open world titles. There's all right, I'm going to stop right here because I want to make sure I'm very clear about this. Indie developers can tackle a game like a roguelite because a roguelite is so compact. It's a compact video game genre that was born because of the indie scene. Right now, we're talking about an indie developer, AA developer, whatever you want to call them, that made an open world game. A game that is just physically demanding and resource intensive. Not saying that roguelites aren't, but it's a much different scale. And that's where the discrepancy is because you're talking about a developers that had to create a world in a completely different sense, in a much larger sense. In Hades, a lot of procedurally generated stuff. You know what I mean? Procedural generation is one of the main tenets of indie games.
God has heard my prayers.
And there's a reason for
Flatter me,
that.
Lord. What's wrong? Where's Barith?
He's not returned, nor have 2 messengers sent after him.
This cannot be simple misfortune. It hints at some dark design.
Do you wish you'd taken up Eivor's offer earlier?
Aye. We may have lost 3
Ryan, you got a
souls for
smart
not
mind,
giving it
man.
more serious
Should think about content
Let me
creation.
go after him, Lord. If he lives, I will find him.
Maybe you
With
can,
your
maybe you can
cunning
come be a
guide,
producer for Legacy
not
Gaming. That'd be fun.
unchallenged. Not without a king's pass, and few Vikings have those.
I'd wager a few from Donegal do.
Donegal, a Norse settlement.
A port on the western shore. A fair bit of their trade finds its way to Aljach, so someone there is bound to have a pass.
Is this port well guarded?
It's crawling with Norsemen grown lazy on success. They'd not expect someone to go Viking on them.
Good. I'll go to Donegal now and get one of these
Fair enough,
passes.
man. Fair enough.
With your leave, Lord.
If it means fewer lives lost, you have my blessing.
That is not random. No. What you see on the outside of the cabinet is the highest level item in the chest or the cabinet. The loot is random, though. The loot is random. Can confirm. Ugh. How the F do I get underground here? Oh my god, I'm like dying right now. My allergies, plus now I'm coughing, plus my stomach hurts. This is not good. I don't know what is happening with me tonight. Find a king pass. Wow, that is really far away. How do I get underground, guys? Door? Nope, not door. Back for Blood. Livid's pretty excited about Back for Blood. Yep. Poor Livid. Yeah, Ryan, we can figure it out somehow, man. You got a sharp mind. Would you know, come back to a couple streams. We'll keep talking games and we'll see what we can come up with. All right, real talk. How the F do I get down here? Am I missing something here? I feel like I'm missing something.
Be my eyes.
Staircase? Anything? Alpha, yes. Yes, another person for It Takes Two. The more people we can get into that game, the better. Game is just that good. I am clearly missing something. The hell am I missing here? I mean, that shit's like right there. Cautious optimism. That needs to be on a shirt. Like when we get Legacy Gaming shirts, that's what I'm putting on my shirt. Cautiously optimistic. Is there a well?
Have a look, Sunan.
Oh, there it is. Good call. Good call, Fenrir. Hell yeah. Well done, dude. No, the glow is the actual what's in there. It's what's actually in there. So, like, if you see yellow, you're going to get a rare item. If you see red, you're going to get a legendary item. If you see orange, you're going to get a legendary item. If you see red, you're going to get a relic. Or pink, you're going to get a relic. So, I'm still missing. There's still something that I'm missing here. Because there's a chest with a book right there. So, how do I get to that one? Oh, is it that? Nope. Interesting. Oh, I hate when this happens. Honestly, we're probably going to find this book and call it here because it's pretty late. Yeah, Livid knows more about that game than I do. I have not followed that game even a little bit. I'm not a huge Left 4 Dead guy. Like, I'm into it, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not something that, like, I'm craving or jonesing, so. Oh, we found it. There we go. We did it! Enough walking around, and eventually you figure it out. They're making it more like a roguelite now, if I remember correctly. Cody, what's up, man? Thank you so much for being a fan. Sorry we haven't done as much with Assassin's Creed Wrath of the Druids. We've been focusing really hard on Biomutant. We've been talking about being part-time content creators. It's just only so much time to put content together. But we're playing it, we're streaming it because we still love the game. Still want to support the game. Smoke Bomb Arrow. That sounds awful. Yeah, they just put out a vid recently about Back 4 Blood. That's right. All right, friends. Well, it is 1:50. We're kind of at a stopping point here. The next quest is taking us 1,200 meters away. So I think we are going to call it a night. Guys, I can't thank you enough for being here tonight. I can't thank you enough for being excited about our Biomutant content. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when our first video will drop. That'll be our Worth Your Time Biomutant review. 120 hours in the game. I'd love to hear your feedback on the review once it's over. Of course, join us on the stream. Probably going to stream tomorrow night, Legacy After Dark, and Tuesday, Legacy After Dark. Sorry, I'm having a hard time getting through the rest of this. But yes, 3 videos tomorrow. Worth Your Time review, progression video, and crafting video, all tomorrow. 11 o'clock, probably 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, something like that. A lot of videos coming. We've got 12 already in the vault ready for you guys, and we cannot wait to share everything we got going on with Biomutant. And yeah, it's going to be a fun summer. Anyways, guys, I will see you back here tomorrow night for another stream. My name is Kodiak. Thank you so much for watching, and play on. Take care.
Sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. And now when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about